Welcome back, folks. Welcome to Darren 67 to 72, where I'm Darren, and I work on 67 to 72, pretty much C10s. You know, I'm gonna change up my format here with you guys a little bit. Instead of doing how-to videos, I'm gonna do how not to videos. They're gonna be way easier. Of course, we all kind of do that on a day-to-day when we're working on something. But this week, I've had a bad week working on a truck, which will be a good week for a video because I can show you what all not to do. And then I can just tell you how to get around it instead of you spending 3 hours on this dome light or an hour on this, and I hadn't even cut the carpet yet. But I'll show you all that in a second. Let's get started on some more what not to do, and we'll get some work done. We're going to get that light in. I'm telling you that right now. So what not to do? Well, while we're here, don't do this. Don't do what I do. Buy some generator at a garage sale thinking you got a great deal on it. Well, it was a good deal if you have, 80 hours to work on it and you want to spend more money on it than it costs to buy a new one. You get it. Here's some more what not to do. Let me get my glasses so I can see. Not that helped anything. So putting in this dome light, I just want to tell you, as we do it, I'll explain how to do it the right way. And don't try and do a better job and make a better job. Anyhow, this is the deal, what I did before, and then you're going to wonder why. These dome lights in those trucks, sorry about that, they're white lens, a plastic chrome background. They snap in. I can't say that enough. Snap in. I don't like that. I'm afraid it's going to rattle. I'm afraid it's going to fall out because, I don't know, I'm scared of everything. No, I'm not. So to make it better, and I've done this before, you drill out half of the screwing, the snap places behind here. I'll show you in a minute. You drill it out and you put in a zert nut, one of them clamp deals. Then you snap into one side and you can screw in the other, and it's not ever going to go anywhere, which it probably wasn't going to anyway. So I put my darn tool in there, and I broke the tip of the tool off in there. Yeah, this is the end of my zert nut machine. Not this part. This part, I did that somewhere else. We're not talking about that. We're talking about that. Well, I broke that off in there, which means I broke my tool. Secondly, it's a hardened part, so drilling that little tiny hole in there, let me tell you folks, that wasn't fun. Yeah, don't worry about that mark on that finger either. We're not going to talk about that. But that's new. Then once I got it drilled out, which is amazing that I didn't break 19 drill bits that small to drill that little hole. Once I got that drilled out, then you can put an easy out in there, which never works. You always break those off too. But I didn't have that small of an easy out. The next size bigger, just the tip of it went in there, and I don't know. I got it out. I can't believe it. It was 3 hours that didn't need to be done. Just snap them in. Let's get to the project, man. Let's go over here and just get to the project that we're working on. Dome light, obviously. Well, before I talk about dome light, because I got this darn carpet in my way. All right, so I ordered this carpet, and I've ordered carpet online before, and every time I order carpet, I get what the rest of the world would call felt. But this felt has like this shiny back, and they put on there that it has a back, but nobody that ever touches this would think that's a back. It just has like, I don't know, the thinnest little spray layer or something. It's not a backer. Although I paid more to get the same kind of felt I bought before, it didn't have that shiny backer, which will make it stick better. So it's not like it was a total waste of money. But to me and the rest of the world, this isn't fabric, it's felt, and we're going to use it anyway until someday I find out where I can actually buy some car carpet that doesn't cost $300 for a length of carpet. Ridiculous, but let's not complain about parts. I was going to do a video with you guys of me putting this carpet in, this carpet, but it's got me so flustered. I want to wrap inside these B-pillars, and I want it to come up to the bottom of this. You see all these screw holes for the gas tank? I want this to come right up there and kind of, it doesn't have to fit perfect tight around them, just kind of drift up to them and around. It's going to look nice. And then I might buy those plastic push things and push into each one of those just to kind of help hold it up, give it some decorative look like it was supposed to be there. But this carpet, I couldn't find the right size carpet pre-cut, which you're not going to. The way the inside of the floor is, it goes across and down on both sides. So if you've ever cut and tried to lay carpet in anything in the world, installing something like this around a house is easier. You have to think ahead and cut extra material to drop down in there, and that'll cause a wrinkle somewhere else. I'm not doing it on video. It's too hard to do. All I can tell you is, I don't know. Get a piece of carpet, cut it too big, keep cutting it too big until eventually you cut it too small. I mean, until you cut it right and it fits. But likely you're going to cut it too small somewhere. It's frustrating. It's just how you do it. I guess if you were really smart and had the time, you would get some cloth, just some cheap off the shelf, I don't know, clearance cloth, and try and do this out of cloth first, and then put the cloth on your expensive carpet, or in this case, felt, and then cut it out, transfer it, put it in there, and let me tell you something, it still won't fit. All right, enough of my negativity, but it will. It won't. Lots of hours, lots of time. Take your time. Try not to, when you pull this in and out, try not to wrinkle it like I just did. Try to find a nice place to set it down where it doesn't pick up a lot of dust, because my shop's nothing but dust. All right, we're done with that. Let's get in here and do this light. Let's see if I can get you down and get you turned up, get you where you can see. This should have been an easy job, but you know, you've heard me before. Did I ever tell you guys I'm not a mechanic? Yeah, you probably figured that out by now. So, like I've said before, there's more than one way to do this. What's the old phrase? I like old phrases. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I don't know, nobody really likes that phrase, but it's not mine. It's just an old phrase I know. So I'll kind of half show you how you're supposed to do this, although you'll see how my way monkeys it up. All right, so your cord's going to come out of the box. I don't generally use the new hose. I can't even think, I'm so frustrated. I don't normally use the new wire. It's not because it's not good. It is good. It's because it's accordion like this. And I guess you could sit here and straighten it all out. But when I pull them through, they'll catch and I'll cuss and we'll have fun. It's all fun. I already taped up the old wires, but here's how they came kind of from the factory. It's got the ends on it. Well, okay, one's got the end on it. The other one's broke off. And that's part of the reason I'm doing this. You should probably tape these together, blah, blah, blah. What I usually do is just fish a wire through, if I do this. Fish a wire through, give her a couple twists. This isn't like you're fishing at 40 miles through the Sahara Desert. So you just twist the end all up. The other end is over here on the driver's side. And you just got to pull it. It's going to go, I haven't done this on camera. It's going to just go really relatively easy. I usually just fish in as much as I pull out. Don't put a lot of tension on your right hand when you're doing this. There's tons of room up in there. Probably a mouse nest or two. Really simple. Don't be afraid of it. I've fished wire through a house before. That needs to be, you need to be concerned about that. But not in this case. There's really nothing in there to catch on. I mean, you do have yep, my foot's getting a cramp in it. You do actually have the, what's it called? Seat belt here. But you know, see, I'm already through. I'm already done. I already got it. Nothing to stress about in case you're worried. And if you lose this old one, you can fish it through without. It just takes a little more time. All right, little noise, sorry. Another hint, when you're fishing this through, try to get as much wire through as you can. Now, I don't know. This came from LMC. I'm sure all the companies probably use the same manufacturer, but what do I know? I have never done this with LMC's wire, so I don't know how long it is. If they measured it the same length as factory, and it kind of looks like the same length as factory. And don't get too frustrated with that. It's generally shorter than you'd like. That's all I can say. Well, here's where we've gotten to the point. Let me get my screwdriver. We've got to the point of where I messed all this up, broke my tool off in there, created all this headache. 1032, 1024. I don't even remember. I'm not in the mood to even try to remember. I think it was a 1024. You'll figure it out. You guys are smarter than you think you are, I promise. All right, got a screwdriver. I'm coming. I got my screw that I should have never used. Oh, I'll go around for you, not get in front of your face. So, how you're supposed to do this, don't do what I do. Don't try to make this better. It's always fun climbing around in these trucks. On the back of this, it simply has a piece of plastic sticks out. It snaps in these holes, and you're done. Well, then you snap the cover on. But no, that's not good enough for me. I got to drill. You don't drill it out. You just put the 1024, whatever one fits. Okay, don't quote me. And then you zert nut it. You see my motion here? This is important. You zert nut it in there, and as soon as it gets tight, stop. It's not like a 1/4 20 or a 3/8 bolt. Okay, don't do like me and just go a little more, and then you break it, and you got to drill it out and all that. Should have grabbed a washer, but you guys will see. You should just put it up here, and I got some touch up on my paint. Looks like I chipped my paint. That's wonderful. I'm still going to put this on. Get it up there and just, you're all done. If you're smarter than me and don't try and do this garbage. Okay, so this is, might as well show you because I did all the work. If you drill out the one on the other side, drill out the plastic, then your bolt goes right into that zert nut. This is how you do things better. If you have an extra 3.5 hours of life, you want to do something better for no reason whatsoever. Nice and straight, it's clipped in, and you just snug this down. Now, I'm not going to go too tight and break this too. I said that, we'll see, right? Just firm it up on there. That could take a little more, I think. What I mean is I move it and the plastic moves. Just a little snugger. Snugger? Is that a word? I'm gonna go a little snugger. Just because I want to use the word snugger. Oh, it could go a little snugger. Yeah, you guys know. I just want to say that. Boy, my left hand cannot aim worth a hoot. All right, come on there. Yeah, went too far. Always going just a little too far. I should have put a washer on there so it wouldn't slide. But there it is. It ain't going anywhere. I'll have to touch that up. That bothers me. My paint. I peeled some paint off in a couple spots because I'm not a professional. And then you just snap that in there. And we did our light. Oh, that's good there. All done. Look at there. I made the most simple job difficult. And you can too, if you want to. Oh, dear goodness. All right. I know last week was a short video. This week's going to be a short video. I'll monkey with this wire off camera and get it straightened out. It fishes down. I'm sure I'll tell you this twice, like everything else. It fishes down between the rocker we put on a month or two ago and the floor. So if I forget to show you that. And again, just get as much wire as you can without pulling hard. And then this is going to have to go behind the carpet and stuff. So I'm going to need warm wire. Odds are I'm going to have to cut, splice, solder, tape the wire because they didn't make it long enough. But we'll see. I don't mean to be negative. There's our light all put in. Pretty much done in here for that. My goal, again, I'll talk about the future because that seems to go wrong for me anyway. My goal coming up is going to be, get you guys back up here. I got to thinking about this whole windshield guy thing. And when he comes out, I was going to have him maybe help me with the back. I'll take care on there. And now that I think about it, we're at Memorial Weekend, right? Isn't that where you guys are at too? Flashy, flashy. Oh yeah, it's because we got all this white. If I paint from this seam and paint this whole back around the sides It's kind of a big job. We're going to talk about paint. But if I get that painted and let it cure for even as much as a week, and he comes next weekend, we can put the rear window in and not have any paint seams or not be painting around the rubber. So that's going to be my next goal. I know it's only take 10 seconds to show you when I'm done. But for that purpose, I'm going to get that painted. I'm going to get this felt put in. And then we're starting to close the cab off. Before I put the carpet in, that would be the next step, would be the floor carpet in the truck. I'm going to have to get the doors on just because the shop dust is just going to make the interiors really dirty. That's a goal. We're not going to say next week or none of that. I'm going to get started on my carpet. We'll show you that next week. Thanks for coming. Another short video. We're going to have more fun. We start putting the interior together, getting the cab. No, I meant to say box. Getting the box out here. Show you what we're going to do to that. We got a lot of fun stuff on that. Things you may or may not ever do, but it's fun to see how to do it if you ever get in a predicament. Talk about collisions and all that. Let me get going on my carpet, and I'll see you guys next week. Maybe a little warmer because we went from 58 to 80. Now we're back to 55. So cold, hot. That's Michigan. Take care. We'll see you guys in a week.